just found my new favorite tool for making maps while dungeon mastering at the table, and I'm so absolutely excited about it that I had to make this video to share it with you. So if you are a longtime viewer on this channel, you'll probably know that I absolutely love blue line grid paper. And I have this huge pad that I like to make maps on for my in-person D&D game. But, get this out of here. But sometimes my players do something totally unexpected, throw me off my dungeon mastering game, and I have to come up with something on the fly. And that is where this comes in. So this huge stack of 10 by 10 blue line grid paper. I found it at Target and it's the best thing ever. Did I say there was 500 sheets in here? There's 500 sheets. Yes. I also got just some like Sharpie bullet tip markers, just a variety of colors. And with these two tools, I feel like there's no map that I can't draw on the fly at the table. I'm empowered by the markers and the paper. So let's say that I plan for my players to have some nice relaxing downtime at the local tavern, but instead they start picking fights with people in the tavern, and all of a sudden I need to draw a battle map of this place really quickly. So instead of busting out a giant sheet of grid paper and only using a bit of it, wasting one of these big kind of expensive sheets, now I can just grab one of my 10 by 10 grids and in less than a minute draw out a tavern. Because what is a tavern? It's just four walls, a door to come in through, a bar, maybe some tables and chairs and stuff around. Really, really simple to draw, just enough for the players to get an understanding of the space, you know, let them use their imagination. It doesn't have to be a perfect drawing, let them use their imagination a little bit, and you can give the place some flavor with your eloquent dungeon master words. So now that my players have beaten up these people that I weren't expecting them to beat up in this tavern, they gotta get out of town and they're on the run from the law, and of course none of this is what I had planned, and I need another map, a forest road leading away from town, and I just have nothing planned, so we're gonna throw in a goblin fight. And the cool thing about these 10 by 10 grids is that you can link them together. So this road needs to be a little bit longer. Just whip out another sheet of paper, keep the drawing going. Use a few colors to draw some trees. Perfectly good forest road map, ready to go in no time. You can make an entire dungeon on the fly in a matter of minutes. So maybe these goblins got in a little bit over their head trying to rob my players, and they start running away and my players are chasing them, and now I have to create a whole goblin lair dungeon. No big deal, in just a couple minutes I can easily whip up an 8-room dungeon for the players to explore and get into more trouble. And the cool thing about creating dungeons this way is that you can just do them room by room. So as the players are exploring this place, you know, give them some options on which way to go, and then they pick this way, I'll real quick whip up the next room and lay that 10 by 10 grid down. And eventually I'll have a bunch of sheets of paper covering the entire table with this awesomely fun, very quickly made dungeon that my players have explored. They weren't expecting the dragon at the end of the dungeon, and that was a big surprise. Big green surprise. And you know what? This makes me think that sometimes you have a little bit more time to prepare than just 1 minute, but maybe not a ton of time, like a half an hour before a session or something, and you need to come up with a quick dungeon layout. You know, you can spend a little bit more time making these maps look nice, but still not get all crazy involved in creating beautiful works of art for your players. You know, it doesn't take much to make a quick dungeon map look pretty awesome. you know, without getting super involved and creating this crazy, beautiful work of art. You can still keep it simple and have it look really, really awesome. So, you know, the grid obviously makes it really easy to draw in your rooms and stuff. You don't have to use a ruler, but you could. I really like using these thick, bold markers to draw with because it makes it really clear what's what for everybody sitting at all positions of the table. You don't have to get real close to the map. You can see what's going on from every side of the table. You know, you can add some texture to the outside areas. I'm doing this little like stipple pattern, just real quickly dotting all over the place. But you could fill it in all black or do the cross-hatching pattern or maybe you just make the walls extra thick. Of course, adding details to the map like pillars and statues and treasure chests and any sort of story detail that needs to be there, or, you know, like tactical battle map sort of details. You can just draw them straight on these maps. And really the cool thing about having these 10 by 10 grids is that you can lay them out room by room as the players explore. And really that makes me think I should have made a totally separate sheet for this secret passageway that leads down that I could put over top. So on the original sheet, I wouldn't have the secret passageway drawn. And then if the players discover the secret, then I can lay down this one with the tunnel on top of it. And that's really all there is to it. I'm just so excited to have a new tool in my arsenal of ways that I can surprise and delight my players. You know, they think they've surprised me with their crazy decision, and then I can quickly bust out a map and we can have fun on the fly. Like, there's nothing better than that. And that makes me think, let me know down in the comments what your favorite tools are that you like have to bring to your table no matter what. I'm really interested in learning more ways to streamline my preparation. So if you got any tips, leave them for me in the comments. If you found this helpful and would like to support this channel, hit me with a subscribe and a like. It really helps a lot. Also, I have a Patreon where every month I release new monthly adventure zines. They're like 1 or 2 or 3 shot adventures that you get in the mail every month. They're fully illustrated with lots of maps and character drawings. Everything you need to run a good like 1, 2, or even 3 shot adventure, all contained in a little book that's sent to you every month. If that sounds interesting, definitely check out the link to the Patreon in the description. If you're still here at the very end of the video, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!